You know, I kind of agree with Grizzly Jim on this one. Why do intros have to be so forced? What's going on, guys? I'm Jack. I'm from the Klutzy Outdoorsman. I'm actually doing a vlog today. It's kind of snowing cats and dogs outside right now. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. We're supposed to get anywhere from 6 to 14 inches of snow here in west central Minnesota. It's absolutely insane. Why do we live here? So I wanted to do kind of an update in life for Laura and I. It's kind of the end of March right now, and like I said, it's absolutely blizzarding outside. We have a couple big trips coming up this year. We are going to Total Archery Challenge in South Dakota. That's coming up at the end of June. Really excited for that. And then for all of our ETAR friends that we met out in Pennsylvania, we're going back to ETAR this year at the end of July, which is going to be kind of fun. We are also going to be doing more fishing this year, where our goal is to go fishing once a week during the summertime, at least once a week during the summer. Obviously, we really can't do that now. With all the snow and stuff. This ice fishing season's just been terrible. I've only gone out a couple times, but everyone else that I've ever talked to said the ice fishing's just been really crappy. Now we did get we're going to be getting in some new equipment on these trips, and in particular Total Archery Challenge, because the engagement distance at Total Archery Challenge is going to be far greater than what we experienced at ETAR. So, with that in mind, I've actually been working on getting some new equipment. First one that I actually got is this guy right here. This is an Alaskan Guide Creation bino harness, and it's the Vortex branded one, but I'm pretty sure they are the exact same thing. I really like this guy because it has that bungee cord loop system, makes it really quiet to get your binoculars in and out, which is nice. And then it also has this little loop, this little pocket right up front there, which can hold a lot of stuff. What I'm kind of planning on doing for the hunting season is pairing up the bino harness and then my push pack, which is going to be on my waist. And then hopefully the idea is that that'll be pretty much everything I'll need for a quick whitetail hunt here in Minnesota. The other thing that I got is this guy. I got a compound. So this is my new compound. It was kind of a combo Christmas and birthday present. I'm probably gonna do its own separate video, probably outside when the weather's a little bit nicer. But I'm gonna be taking this to Total Archery Challenge. I'm really excited to see how it works. I'm also going to be rocking with the Airtech AK400s. Been shooting those a little bit short distances when I can. Those have been working really well. And then I've also got some Black Eagle Carnivores that I have rigged up that I'm also going to be taking. Right now I'm kind of playing around with fletching configurations. These AKs are rigged up with some 4 fletch. We'll see how those work. And then I also have some 3 fletch configurations I want to give a try. I'm going to put this back in my room with all the other bows. So that's kind of some of the equipment that I have right now. Some more things that I want to get. I want to get some more arrows for my recurve. Laura needs some of her arrows to be touched up, and they need more inserts, more points, things like that. Then I'm also going to be getting some new camouflage, and I have already decided to make the jump to Sitka. I did a lot of research. I've asked around a lot. Turn on this light. This is kind of our coat closet, but I've already kind of made the jump. I already got this guy, which is like a lightweight hoodie in open country. Most of the stuff right now is kind of on sale, so I've been kind of stocking up when I can. Then I got these guys. These are Ascent pants, which are... Those are kind of like your early season pants. You can put knee pads in them, which I'm pretty stoked with. I'll probably be taking these pants for sure to Total Archery Challenge. It's going to be pretty hot. It's kind of what those pants are designed for, early season hunting. But I'm going to be getting more Sitka in the near future. We're trying to only spend when we can because we have all these trips coming up and things like that. I know I definitely want to get an Apex hoodie. I tried one on at Shields and I'm pretty sure Kruger Farms has them. I'd much rather go through Kruger Farms. Russ is a good guy. He's going to be helping me set up my arrows for the recurve. Then I'm also going to be getting a set of the pants, jacket, bibs. I need new base layers. Maybe not the base layers per Sitka, but I'm really trying to overhaul my my camouflage systems. So yeah, that's been kind of what's going on in life. But what I really want to do in this video is I want to talk about my favorite brand of hiking boots called Oboz. Grab my boots real quick. It's these guys right here. Okay. Now time to get into the meat and potatoes of this video. I'm going to be doing a review of my favorite brand of hiking boots, Oboz. So the shoes that I have the Bridger Mid, which is their premier hiking boot. I think it's one of their most popular models they sell. The Tamarack, which is a waterproof hiking shoe. And the Sawtooth Vent, which is a non-waterproof hiking shoe. And I did put these bungee laces in there to turn them into a slip-on. I haven't trimmed or fit them yet, so don't mind the dangly bits there. But yeah, like I said, these are my favorite brand of hiking boots, and you do need to know some background on me before we really get started with this video. I've been an assistant manager at Trade Home Shoes for almost 2 years now. So I've been really trained on this brand. This is one of my favorite brands to sell, and I do sell quite a few of them because I have a lot of personal experience and a lot of field tests with them. So we'll start with actually the bottoms of the shoes, because that is where the heart and the soul of a shoe is in the outsole and the midsole of the shoe. Now, Oboz has thought of everything when coming to a good hiking boot. So this sole right here is called the Granite Peak sole. The other one they have, that at least I have, is called the Sawtooth. More on that in a second. So the soles are specifically designed for hiking. If you think about it, when you're walking uphill, you need a lot of traction, something to really bite into the hill. But then when you're descending the hill, you need a lot of friction, so you don't slip and fall on your butt and slide down the hill like I did at Etar. Granted, it was super slippery that day. Give me credit, guys. So the way Oboz designs their outsoles is specifically designed around having that balance of traction to friction. And they have different kinds of soles. Like I said, this one's called the Granite Peak. And the big deal with this, do you see that hard plate right there? You hear that? That's a really hard plastic plate, and that runs all the way through the bottom of the shoe. Now, the idea behind it is if you step on a sharp rock or a sharp stick, it'll break the plate rather than going through your foot. Conversely, we have the Sawtooth soles. A little bit different. Now, they are also hiking soles, so they do have good traction and good friction. But the big deal is, I don't know if you can hear the difference or not, but they lack that hard plate at the bottom of the foot, so they have a lot more cushion. Now, they still will protect your feet, but it's going to have a lot more cushion, and it'll also cost Oboz a little bit less, so the Sawtooth will be a little bit less money. Something else I'd like to add about the Bridger boot or any other of the Oboz boots that feature the Granite Peak outsole is a lot of people, when they get into this boot, they think it's really heavy, clunky, and very stiff. And the big reason why is because of that plastic plate at the bottom of the shoe. And like I said, that's all designed to help protect your foot in case you step on a sharp rock or a sharp stick. So keep that in mind if you are looking at getting these. They will fit stiff at first, but they will break in as you wear them. And like I said, it's to your benefit. If you don't like the way that feels, go to a Sawtooth. It's not going to be quite as rigid. It's going to be a lot more flexible, but you might not have as much protection as something like the Bridger, or say like one of these Tamaracks that have that hard sole. Or excuse me, that have that hard plate on the bottom of the foot. Next thing about the boot is probably their waterproof membrane. It's called B-Dry. See, on the Bridger has that little tab right there. Basically what it is, it's a waterproof liner, almost like a sock, that they install and sew into the boot. So the idea behind any waterproof membrane is that water droplets can't get into the boot, but water vapors can escape. And that's just based on how tightly woven the material is. Now, in my professional opinion, I'll be quite honest with you, any waterproof membrane, including Gore-Tex, does a really good job at stopping water from getting into your foot, but almost every waterproof membrane isn't going to breathe as well as a regular vent, despite any technologies that we have right now. If there is, I don't know about them. Gore-Tex seems to be the most popular, but even that membrane still doesn't breathe as well as just a regular vent. That's to be expected. So your feet will still get a little hot, still will get a little wet in there, and that's just from your perspiration. Buying a high quality pair of socks is really going to help you out with that. So think of like a really thin pair of wool socks, or even like a synthetic, like a Swiftwick or a Feature sock or something like that, to really help keep your feet dry and help keep your feet cool. As a personal testament to the boots, I've walked in mud that deep at Etar, and my feet never got wet once unless water came through the top. These guys are actually still considered an invasive species because they still have Pennsylvania mud on them. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is fit and function of these boots. These are specifically designed as a hiking brand. The name Oboz stands for outside of Bozeman, Montana. How the company actually got started, to the best of my knowledge, is that a rep from Keene actually broke off with his own idea and created Oboz. Now, the function of these boots, like I said, hiking boot. Whether you like hiking boots like these guys, waterproof shoes, or even non-waterproof shoes. Oboz makes them. They also make hiking sandals and even flip-flops. I've also been considering in getting a pair of their hiking snow boots. Those guys are going to be like the Bridgers, but they're just going to be a little bit taller. The insulation rating that the snow boots have is the 8-inch Bridger is going to come with 200 grams of insulation. Great for mid to early, or late early season to mid-season hunting. If you are really active, but the mornings and the evenings get kind of chilly, that's awesome. Then the Bridger 10-inch ones have 400 grams of insulation, which is great for really active hunting during the later parts of Western style hunting. Not really the most adequate if you're a tree stand hunter and you're sitting late November, it's really cold, it's windy, you're probably going to want to get a really insulated 1,000, 2,000 gram insulated boot to really help keep your feet warm, and definitely get a pair of moisture wicking socks to help keep your feet dry. Oboz does also make a higher regular hiking boot. It's called the Wind River. Waterproof. I think it's an 8-inch boot. I'm also considering getting a pair of those. They look pretty awesome. So the Sawtooths, these are my ideal go-to for casual wear and also when I'm playing disc golf. I love these for disc golf. Lightweight, they add support, they have the cushion. Like I said, I had the bungee so I could turn them into a slip-on. Great if you like the functionality of a hiking shoe, but you don't like the waterproof membrane, your feet get a little bit too hot, you're really not going to be hiking in wet conditions. Awesome option. Then I have my Tamaracks. These are my disc golf shoe for when the conditions are crappy. I played in the Millstream tournament last year and the whole field was flooded. The river was completely flooded, so having a pair of waterproof shoes really is nice. These are also my shoes for sloppy conditions during the spring and the fall. Really like these guys. Fit-wise, Oboz does something that not a whole lot of other companies do, and it's called the O-Fit insole. That's what this guy looks like. Now this is a pretty special system, and the reason why I say that is most shoe companies don't put a whole lot of money into their insoles. If you take out your favorite pair of insoles from your shoes, more than likely they're going to be a cheap pair of foam. These are called the O-Fit sole. They are actually a $30 insole that comes with your shoes for free. They just come with the shoe, which is awesome. They actually have a 3/4 orthotic in the insole, which adds a better support. The idea behind it, it's supposed to put your foot into more of a neutral position. These soles are awesome if you have a flatter foot, like I do, or if you have more of a neutral foot. These guys can come into a little bit of trouble if you have a really high arch. It'll feel like your foot is being pushed out of the shoe to the outside. So try before you buy. The insoles are awesome because you can actually buy them on Oboz's website. So if your hiking boots are just feeling kind of meh, not like what they used to, you could pop in a new insole, revitalizes, rejuvenates the shoe. You can also buy them separately for your tennis shoes or like your casual shoes. Pop them in there, add your favorite support system, really elevates the comfort of your shoes. Now, fit-wise in the toe box, these guys are actually designed with a little bit of a narrower heel and a little bit of a wider toe. The idea behind it is that's how your foot is anatomically built. Narrow in the heel, wider in the toe box. Now, from what I have seen, having my customers try these on, and from customer reviews online, they do fit a little narrow. So oftentimes what people will have to do is they'll have to go up a half a size. So let's say you're a guy, you normally wear a 10.5. Maybe you might have to go up into 11. If you're a gal, you let's say wear a 9.5, you might have to go up to a 10. Try before you buy. Now if you do have a wide foot, these guys actually come in wides. Depends on the model. I know the Bridgers come in a wide. I know the Sawtooths come in a wide, which is awesome. So yeah guys, that's been the Oboz review. If you have any questions, be sure to pop them in the comment section below. I'm pretty knowledgeable about the brand, so I can probably tell you any questions that you have. If you did like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to watch extra content in the future, like our new fishing videos that we're going to be doing when summertime comes around, our coverage of Total Archery Challenge 2019 in South Dakota and ETAR 2019, hit that subscribe button. Really, really appreciate it. I'm Jack with the Klutzy Outdoorsman, and I'll see you later.